Guys, Coach Jim here, Chords and Core session, Tower 26. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining. All right, so some good focus points for this session. So pay attention, stay tuned in to what we're doing here. And a lot of stuff I'm seeing on deck, I relate to these sessions. So I want you to be able to work on the technique and work on the focus points throughout this Chords and Core session. So then once you go to the pool, you can apply everything we're working on here to that water, that foreign medium to many of us. So you really get a lot out of this. Stay mindful every single stroke, then go apply it to the pool. Let's start with some arm swings just to get warmed up. Use your right arm forward, nice and easy. Keep your trap relaxed. We always want to keep that trap relaxed in these chord sessions. A lot of times you will let those cords at our extension pull that trap up and engage the trap, and then we keep it turned down throughout the stroke, giving us that upper neck trap issue. So relax your trap as you swing that arm. Let's bring that arm back now, right arm backwards. Open up that chest. Bring that pinky back as you rotate that arm backwards. Get a little hip movement in there. Not so bad, but try and keep your hips square to the front for the most part. Let's go left arm forward. Remember, keep that trap relaxed. Eyes pointed straight forward. The hip moves a little bit, that's fine. And left arm backwards, just getting some movement in that shoulder socket. Emily did these on our YouTube video. So if you want to go through the entire routine of arm swings, follow Emily's YouTube video on the Tower 26 channel. Let's go both arms forward, just nice and relaxed. Keep those traps relaxed. Moving from that scapula, moving from the shoulder. Keep your hips tucked under you. Don't let that butt protrude out. Keep the hips tucked under, one line under your shoulders, and let's go both arms backwards. Don't worry about how flexible you are, just do what you can. Just get the movement, open up the chest. All right, shake it out. Well, the last thing we'll do is let's cross the arms. Give yourself a nice big hug at the end of each crossing. As your flexibility, as you warm up, your flexibility increases, you should be able to open up that chest more and more. All right, good, shake it out. So we're going 3 by 30 seconds on the stretch chords just to get warmed up. Remember, you always want to start at an angle with your hands, depending on your flexibility. It depends on how deep you're digging into the water with those fingertips, but you always want fingertips down below the elbows. From that position, we go externally rotate your elbows up all the way through your stroke. So 3 by 30 seconds, 2, 1, nice and easy, guys. Remember, we climb the ladder 60%, 70, 80, 90, and max effort. We're at a very easy 60% here. Keep the traps relaxed. Fingertips are at a downward angle below your elbows at the extension. Externally rotate your elbows. Keep the elbows up all the way through the stroke. 2, 1, and relax. Get the core warmed up. If I do some arm leg lifts, so you're gonna be on all fours. Raise your right arm, your left leg, point away from you. Back to the starting position. Left arm, right leg. So at the top of each movement, you want to extend fingertips to toes. 45 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Stabilize with your core. The connection point between your upper body and your lower body is that core. So at a nice, easy pace here. Don't worry about going too fast. Just make sure you're really stretching it out at the top of each movement. Reaching those toes and those fingertips away from you while stabilizing, sucking that belly button into the spine. Just getting warmed up here. Shouldn't be anything too intense. Working that proprioception between the mind and the body. This is the engagement you want while you're swimming. The core has to be turned on to stabilize upper body, lower body. 2, 1, good. On your feet. Go to round 2. Remember, these are nice and easy, guys. You got plenty of work to do. Let's get warmed up. 60%, slow the stroke down, get the technique right. Here we go, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're getting that full extension at the front of your stroke. You're in that Y. You're making a Y with your hands as they extend. And then from there, elbows up. Remember what we spoke about the last couple of weeks. It's like you're squeezing a stability ball against your chest as you come through your stroke, keeping those elbows up, then finishing your stroke by extending that tricep flat hand back. 3, 2, 1. Good. We do that same arm leg raise. But what you're going to do before you come back, we've done this pretty much every week. You're going to come up, left arm, right leg, and then before you come back to the starting position, you're just going to open that arm up, bring the pinky back, open the chest up with the arm. So it's going to do that for 45 seconds. Just feel that opening as you come back to the starting position. 3, 2, 1. Open it up. Your eyes are pointed straight down. Feel yourself getting that stretch in the shoulder, chest area as you move the scapula down the back, rotating that arm back. Once again, you're still pointing your toes and your fingers away from you as you lift. Lifting that leg with the butt, squeeze the butt at the top. Point that toe. Feel that scapula get some movement in that shoulder blade as you rotate that arm back. Three, 2, 1. Good. One more of these guys, 30 seconds. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Easy, guys. Make sure you keep the elbow up. Squeeze that stability ball against your chest as you come through. Keeping those elbows up all the way through the stroke. Those elbows drop for 1 second. You're losing all that water you caught at the beginning of the stroke. You're not allowing it or using it to move you forward. Keep the elbow up and then finish the stroke with that flat hand, extended tricep. Eyes are pointing straight down. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, one more. We're going to open that arm up again. Still just warming that core up. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Eyes are pointed straight down. Core, belly button is sucked into the spine. Engage that core to stabilize. Hips are square to the ground. Feel that scapula move in that upper back. Really open up by bringing that pinky back as you open up that chest. And as you warm up, like we said, that flexibility increases as you find your chest opening more and more with each repetition. Don't force it though. Just do what you can do. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, can you drink? Good job, guys. All right, so we're gonna break down the stroke. A couple rounds of this, 3 rounds where we go 20 seconds. We're only going 20 seconds. We're gonna set it up. Get into the setup, back to the start, setup, back to the start, setup, back to the start. Then we're gonna 20 seconds. We're gonna start where we finished the first setup, and we're just gonna power through for 20 seconds, power through. And then the last 20 seconds, we're just gonna finish the stroke. Really tough here. We're just extending from the hips back, flat hand, pressing through with the tricep. And then the last 20 seconds, we're coming both hands all the way through, working all 3 components of the stroke. So 20, 20, 20, and then full stroke for 20. So remember, in the setup, all we're doing is moving our hands from the extension position to the elbow out position, and then back to the start. All right, so just this, there's no propulsion in the setup. 20 seconds, here we go. 2, 1, set it up, 20 seconds. Just extend, elbows out, and stop. Once you stop, then you return to the start, that nice wide Y position where you enter the water. 3, 2, 1. Now we're just gonna power through where we ended that phase. So elbows up, keep the elbows up all the way through. Wrists are nice and firm. It's like you're squeezing that stability ball against your chest as you come through. 2, 1. Now we start at the hips and we just press back. Extend your triceps, hands are flat. Should really feel the burn in the triceps here. Keep the core engaged. 3, 2, 1. All right, full stroke. Set up, power through, finish. 20 seconds. It's nice and easy, guys. We're not worried about speed right now. Just feel the 3 phases of stroke that we just worked on. 2, 1. Good. We're going to be in our plank position. What we're going to do is we're going to be in a nice solid plank. Your heels are driven away from you. You come down, touch the ground with both your knees, and extend back to those strong heels pressing away from you. And you're just going to repeat that for 45 seconds. Tap the ground with the knees, and then extend the legs and lock out those legs. 45-second plank with double knee tap. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go at your own pace. Core, suck the belly button into the spine. Good, strong shoulders. Upper body isn't moving at all. Eyes are pointed straight down. Really feel those heels drive away from you as you extend those legs and lock out those knees. Curl your hips under. Don't let your butt protrude out. As you fatigue, it's harder and harder to curl those hips under. So stay tuned into those hips. If you're having a tough time with this, you can do it from the push-up position. Get a little more relief off those shoulders. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, cords. Externally rotate those elbows as we go from extension to elbow up. So externally rotate the elbows. If you're thinking about the externally rotating the elbows, you shouldn't have to think about the wrists. They should just stay firm. All right, 20 seconds, set up only in 3, 2, 1. Set it up, back to the start. No propulsion, just get those elbows up. You should just slightly feel your lats start to turn on at the end of this movement. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now we're just powering through. Elbows up the whole way through, guys. Focus on keeping those elbows up. Don't worry about speed right now. Just focus on technique. 3, 2, 1. Now just finish your stroke. Feel the tricep. I know it hurts, guys. This is how you adapt. 10 seconds. Elbow up, pressing back, flat hand. Extend that tricep. 2, 1. All right, full stroke. Set up, power through, finish the stroke with the flat hand. Elbow up the whole way through. Open your armpit. Use those lats. Three, 2, 1. Good. Let's go back to our double knee tap. Remember, if you're having a tough time, you can go push-up position, do the knee tap from that position. Otherwise, on your elbows. In 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Double knee tap. And drive those heels away from you. Good, strong legs. At the start position. Feel your glutes turn on. Engage those glutes slightly. Suck your belly button, your spine. Eyes are pointed straight down. Good neutral spine, strong shoulders, upper body's not moving at all. Curl your hips under. Don't let that butt protrude up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, one more round. All right, we should have it down by now, guys. Keep it nice and easy. We're still working technique. We're always focused on that technique. Here we go. 20 seconds, setup only. 2, 1. Remember, your fingers that are at a downward angle as if you're pointing at the meeting point between the wall and the floor in front of you. You're just externally rotating those elbows, opening up that armpit, and you're stopping, bringing it back to the start. Now from that open armpit position, let's move on to the propulsion phase. Drive those hands back, open armpit, elbows up all the way. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now just finish your stroke from your hips. Keep the core engaged, flat back. Extend that tricep, flat hand, pressing that water behind you. 3, 2, 1. Full stroke, set up, power through, finish. Only 60%, guys. You're not overdoing it yet. Elbow up, open armpit, drive the hands back. 2, 1. Good. All right. Double knee tap one more time. 45 seconds. Here we go. 5, 3, 2, 1. Suck that belly button in, guys. Hips are square to the ground. Curled under you. Elbows are right below your shoulders. Good neutral spine. Feel those heels drive away from you as you bring those knees up. Nice flat back. Glutes are slightly engaged. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, get a drink. All right, so one thing I'm seeing on deck, which I've been talking about the last couple of weeks, is just when you catch the water, you get the elbow up, you guys are just coming through at one speed, right? You're not accelerating through the stroke. So no matter what effort you're executing, you still need to accelerate front to back. You're not accelerating, you're just coming through the stroke at one speed. You're not getting any of that power, momentum built up stroke after stroke after stroke. So it's key that we accelerate through the stroke. So what we're going to do here, last few weeks we've been doing our catch-up style stroke to get used to not swimming like a helicopter, to waiting to get the front quadrant before we pull that other arm, waiting to get that recovery arm in the front quadrant. So we pull with one arm, recover, then pull with the other arm, recover, pull, recover. But what we're going to do this week is we're really going to accentuate that acceleration through the strokes. You're going to pull with your left arm, start nice and slow, then accelerate. Pull with your right arm, slow, accelerate through. Like really, really think about acceleration, starting extremely slow and then powering at the end. Extremely slow, power through. So you're going to be alternating arms for 2 minutes, but you're really focused on the beginning of the stroke. Slow, 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 fast, 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 fast. Slow, 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 fast, 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 fast. So then really, really accentuate that acceleration through the stroke. All right, so focus on it. We're gonna do this for 2 minutes. We're gonna alternate arms, accelerate through the stroke. Just 60% effort, just focus on that acceleration. You'll get the hang of it as you stick with it. That's why we're doing it for 2 minutes. All right, here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Alternate arms, really think about, boom, accelerating through the stroke. I start really slow, keep the elbow up, and focus on, boom, and then you're not pulling the other arm until the pulling arm gets back to the front. And just focus on that acceleration. Starting slow and moving faster as you move back through the stroke. But I want you to overdo the slow at the beginning so you can really feel that acceleration at the end. It's kind of like a snap at the end. Snap. Boom. Or you can say boom to yourself. Boom. But you got to start slow. Boom. So you can feel it. Eyes are pointed straight down. And the more you do it, the more you get the hang of it. Remember, arms are extended out front, Arlene. You got a broken wrist at the beginning of your step, a couple steps back. There you go. Don't want a broken wrist at the front of your stroke. And keep that nice, slow start and then finish. Flat hand at the finish, elbow stays up all the way through. Open armpit as you catch that water. And the lats are huge in accelerating through the stroke because that's where you get all that power from. If you're dropping the elbow, you're not going to be able to access those lats. And you're not going to be able to accelerate to the maximum ability that you should be able to. Good, guys, 10 seconds. Accelerate through. Feel that acceleration every stroke. 3, 2, 1. Major factor in our swimming, guys. We're only one speed Joe. All right, everybody on your back. We're gonna do a crunch up to a flutter kick. So you'll be on your back. Everybody, you're gonna curl your hips under, make sure your lower back's on the ground. What you're gonna do, your arms, you're gonna come up, crunch up, and from there, You're going to crunch up, and from there, you're going to extend your legs, and you're going to flutter kick for 30 to 40 seconds. Keep the lower back on the ground, pressed into the ground. Keep your eyes straight up. So everybody knees at 90 degrees. You're going to crunch up. Now extend your legs, point your toes, and flutter kick. Point your toes away from you. Let's go. 30 seconds. Keep your legs nice and strong. Flex your butt slightly. Point your toes away from you. If you're having a really tough time, put your hands under your butt and bring your head down. That'll help. But if you're feeling good, palms are up, arms are extended. Nice, strong legs. 10 seconds. Lower back's pressed into the ground. 3, 2, 1. Good. Tough one, guys. Got to keep those legs nice and strong. Engage that butt. Shake it out. Relax your traps. Make sure we're moving from the scapula or not engaging those traps. All right, we feel that acceleration. We're going to do it again. Don't worry about effort. I don't want you guys at 90% effort. I want you nice 60 to 70% effort regarding how fast your arms are moving. But I want you really feeling the acceleration through that stroke. You feeling it, Cindy? Yeah, Cindy's feeling it. Good. All right, so same thing. 2 minutes, alternating left arm, right arm, really working that acceleration. Here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Externally rotate your elbow, boom, drive through the stroke. Really, really starting slow as you pull that water back. And this is something you guys can do in your warm-up to really help you feel that water and feel what you should be doing regarding that acceleration through the stroke. If you're dropping your elbow at all, you're going to turn on that shoulder. And that's not the muscles we want to access to accelerate through the stroke. We want that big lat muscle. So keep the elbow up, feel that stability ball being pressed against your chest as you come through. And the more you do this exercise, the better you get at it, the more fluid you can move those arms faster from front to back. Good, we're 1 minute in. Keep that same effort. Really work that acceleration, guys. Don't start to get sloppy and be one speed Joe. Start slow. The slower you start at the front, the more you can feel the speed at the back. And you're always finishing with that flat hand, extended tricep, never shortening your stroke. Good job, Aronson. Accelerate through. I can see you guys. I need more acceleration as you come through the stroke. Faster acceleration, Aronson. Come on, explosive. There you go, explosive. Start slow at the front so you can finish at the back. And I want you saying boom at the end. It's like a firework going off. That's the explosion you have at the end of each stroke. All right, guys, relax. All right, on your back, let's do that crunch to flutter kick again. All right, everybody, let's curl your hips under, lower back stays in the ground. If that back starts to arch up, put way too much stress on that lower spine. We want the lower back pressed in the ground. Legs at 90 degrees, everybody crunch up. Extend your legs, nice strong legs, and let's flutter kick. Point your toes. Eyes are pointed straight up. Slightly engaging your butt. And don't let that lower back come off the ground. Nice, strong legs. Lock out those knees. Palms are up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All We're gonna do one more of those 2-minute efforts. Shake it out, relax your traps. We got it now, guys. Feel that firework go off at the end of your stroke. 2 minutes. Here we go. Let's keep going in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Eyes pointed straight down. Set up, accelerate through, finish your stroke. And the other arm doesn't go until the first arm is recovered into the front. Start slow and finish with that bang at the end of each stroke. Take that water and throw it behind you, which allows you to propel yourself forward with maximum force. If you're having a tough time feeling acceleration through the end of the stroke, start slower at the front. Really overdo that acceleration. Slow down the front and finish with a bang. Elbow stays up. Not worried about how fast your arms are moving. Got to remember, we don't want to ever pull that lead arm too soon. Got to let the recovering arm get to the front of your stroke before the lead arm pulls. And then you're going to get maximum acceleration through the stroke because you're not pulling too soon. Open the armpit, externally rotate your elbow as you do. Elbow up all the way through. You should really be feeling your lats right now, guys. If you're not feeling your lats, your elbow is probably dropping somewhere in your stroke. 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Good. All right, let's go crunch the flutter kick one more time. "30 seconds. All right, legs at 90 degrees. Crunch up. Extend those legs and let's flutter kick. Point your toes, nice strong legs, engage your glutes. Make sure that lower back is pressed into the ground. Eyes are pointed straight up. Nice strong legs. Lock out those knees. Feel your glutes engage slightly. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, get a drink. All right, we're gonna go 60-second effort. We're gonna build our effort every 20 seconds. So we're gonna start at 70%, 80%, 90%, but the entire way through, we're accelerating through that stroke. All right, so just in the beginning, it's at 70%. It's just a little less pressure as we accelerate through the stroke. And what changes as we up the effort is the pressure we're putting into the stroke. All right, so it's not how fast we're moving our arms, it's how much pressure we're putting as we accelerate through that stroke. So 60 seconds, we're gonna increase our effort every 20. Both arms at the same time. I want you to really feel yourself open the armpit at the beginning of every stroke. As you set up the arms, open the armpit, and then accelerate from that position. Here we go, 20 seconds at 70%. In 3, 2, 1. Eyes straight down. 70% effort. You're still accelerating and finishing with that bang. But as we increase here, that bang gets louder and louder. 3, 2, 1, 80%. It's a little more pressure, a little more engagement of those lats. Open the armpit, externally rotate those elbows. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, now 90%. Big acceleration every stroke. Big finish, flat hand, extended tricep. Elbow up, elbows up, like you're squeezing the stability ball against your chest. 2, 1, good. All right, so we're gonna do slow mountain climbers. Your hands are gonna be under your shoulders. You're gonna bring up your knee for 3 seconds, and then back to the start. Other knee comes up. 3 seconds, back to the start. The higher you can hold your knee in this position, the more you can bring it towards your chest, the tougher the movement is. All right? So here we go, 45 seconds. We're gonna hold at the top for 3, 2, 1. Bring up your left, 1, 2, 3. Bring up your right, 1, 2, 3. And think about, as you alternate, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, think about pulling that knee towards your chest and feeling those abs get more and more of a workout as you do. Don't speed through this. I want you to really feel yourself hold that position and pull that knee up as you do. That opposite heel is driving away from you. Suck that belly button into your spine. Good, strong shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. With another 1 minute effort, increasing our effort every 20 seconds. Remember, you're starting at that nice wide position. You never want to be too narrow as you enter the water. It has to be a wide entry. Helps you get into those lats, helps you get those elbows up. So from that wide position, you're making a Y with your arms as you extend. So 20 seconds at 70%. 3, 2, 1. Focus on that acceleration. Front to back. Starting in the Y, externally rotate your elbows, and then accelerate. 70%. 3, 2, 1. All right, 80%. That mid aerobic range. A little more of a snap at the end of your stroke. Five seconds. 2, 1. Now you're really accelerating. 90%. Come on. Feel yourself blow that water through and behind you. Five seconds. 2, 1. Good. You guys, make sure we're finishing that stroke. Flat hand, extended tricep at the end. All right, slow mountain climbers. Really try and bring that knee to your chest at the top of each movement. Here we go, 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Holding it for 3 seconds. At the top of each movement. The foot is flexed. 90-degree angle at your ankle. Bring that knee to your chest as you come up and hold it. It's not about speed. Suck your belly button in, your hips are square to the ground. Three, two, one. Good. All right, one more round. Shake it out, relax the traps. Let's move your scapula a little bit, roll your shoulders forward, roll your shoulders back. All right, here we go. 1 minute, 1 minute, starting at 70%. Accelerate through that stroke. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Elbows up. Accelerate through 70% effort. Relax your traps. Moving that scapula down the back as you come through the stroke. Elbows up. 3, 2, 1. 80%. A little more power. Explode through the stroke, mid aerobic range. Need to feel that acceleration. Start out slower and finish faster. Eyes are pointed straight down. 2, 1, 90%. Come on. Come on, big explosive acceleration. I don't want to see anybody be swimming at one speed throughout that stroke when I go to the pool this week. Accelerate through every stroke. 2, 1, and relax. Good. One more mountain climber. All right. Here we go. 3-second hold at the top of each. 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Pull that knee to your chest. Keep those hips curled under you. Suck that belly button in your spine. Hands are right under your shoulders. Eyes are pointed straight down. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good work, guys. All right, you're on your feet. That's it. Just get some mobility work. Do our standing cat cow. Curl your hips under you. Fold your shoulders forward. Then roll them back and open them up. Squeeze your scapula together. And drop it forward. Feel that back round out. Then roll your shoulders back and open up that chest. Drop your shoulders forward. Round out your back. Open up your chest. Let's do one more. All right, good. Shake it out. Let's do our wall angels. Remember, you curl your hips under. If you have a wall, do your back, your lower back, your heels, and your knuckles and your elbows to stay against the wall. You bring your arms up to where you feel the stretch, using your scapula, and then you bring them down. So it's just a very small movement, guys. Bring them up. Feel that upper back. Chest is open because those elbows are back, knuckles are back. Very small movement. Good neutral spine. Keep those hips curled under you. Let's go 2 more. Make sure you're breathing. That's good. Shake it out. All right, good work. Let's make sure this week we focus on that acceleration through the stroke. Like I said, I'm seeing a lot of non-acceleration. So focus on that acceleration no matter what effort, 60, 70, 80, 90 fast. You're always accelerating through the stroke. So that's your focus point this week. See you guys next week. Coach Jim, Tower 26 out. Bye, guys.